Hello everyone again, and in this video I wanted to do a quick overview of tier 7 French heavy tank, mainly AMX, M4, what is this again, M445, because this one is also getting some buffs, and I want to do a before and after video. So in this video we are still on 1.17 old server, old version, and this tank is getting a little bit of buff, and as they say, it's gonna get 1400 hit points, which is 50 more, not much, but sometimes I've had a game when I was left with 1 HP and I won, so sometimes 50 a hit point matters, comes in handy. Not a big deal, but what's most important is they say they're improving frontal armor and turret armor, and this tank is very weak. I rarely have fun playing this. I don't see what the purpose of this tank is. It's not really heavy. You can side scare, you can bounce anything, it's slow, aim time is long, wherever. Anyone can penetrate you, tier 5s, tier 6s, and if you're in tier 9, what are we talking about? So the front armor and turret armor improvement is really good news about this, but they do not say how much are they improving it, and how much are they adding. So that's why I wanted to do this quick review and actually check before and after, and use my new favorite tool, Armor View, and actually see how much it increases. Maybe they are lying and it's not gonna go up at all, who knows. But let's say we are frontally, and we will check 146 at this angle. So if we are at 90%, this tank has, we could probably see in characteristics, frontal armor, let's see, survivability is, hull is 90, okay, so it's 90, 40, 40, 170, 40, so we will see how much they improve here after the update, but they won't tell us. So, but I want to actually check and see how much effective armor it's gonna give and how much gain we can get, because sometimes you may get only 10 or 20 millimeters of gain, but at the angle it could be 60 millimeters of penetration, equal 60. So I'm just gonna aim this straight and see 144, 134. As we go up, it goes higher. 150 at the top, 130 at the bottom. Lower plate is 127, 150. So nothing crazy. This machine gun is usually a weak spot, but here it's not really that much different. Turret, let's check turret. Side checks, same basically. Turret armor is 100, so it's 10 millimeters more, but it's basically same. 114, 160, 180, 125. This is like penetrable by anyone at this point. Gun mantlet is really strong, I guess, sides especially in some areas. Weak spot is a weak spot, but who needs a weak spot on this tank? You just shoot this tank anywhere. Just auto aim and penetrate, that's it. And side armor is not gonna change, but we're gonna still look at it. Side armor, yeah, it doesn't exist. We can't talk about armor when it comes to this tank, it doesn't exist. But after it changes, let's see if we can bounce at least here 5 and 6s sometimes. So this was before, and while I'm on this tech tree and on this tank, I will briefly touch base on tier 8. It's not really worth to make a separate video because not much is changing. Where is it? And this is one of the worst tier 8 heavy tanks I have seen, if not the worst tank. This is very slow, very bad. Gun is not that good. It does not perform anyone penetrates you. And I don't know, I had a terrible experience in this tank whenever I played it. But now they are buffing it, but I don't think they are buffing it in the right way, because they say that they are increasing, but we will see all of this later in this video in 1.18, and we will compare directly in the garage. So we don't have to look at characteristics only, we actually will see directly in the garage. So they say hit point will go up to 1600, so again they are adding 50 more hit points to this one too. We will see this later in this video. And they are improving dispersion for 120mm gun, which is this big gun. So they are improving characteristics of this gun, which only has 218 penetration, which is low. So if you are a standard ammo user, you may consider the 100mm, because it has 232 millimeters of penetration, and it's a faster reload, and overall characteristics may be good. But once they improve this one, dispersion actually matters. It makes it more comfortable to play. So let's say gun will be improved, but that's not the weakest point of this tank. Weakest point is armor. This tank can be penetrated by anyone, and it's slow. Traverse speed is slow. Mobility overall is pretty bad. Traverse speed, see, 26.08. This is less than tier 10, much less than tier 10, and tier 9, I believe. But armor is terrible. I will show you now with this tool. So lower plate is stronger. I think they made a mistake. This should be reversed. This should be upper plate. Maybe this tank was made upside down. I don't know. Maybe their conveyor failed and this tank was made upside down. But lower plate is actually strong, which is not the case for most tanks. And upper plate, check this out. This does not make sense. 170 on this huge upper plate. This, and if you are at this angle, 140. This can be penetrated by tier 5s, tier 6s, tier 7s, anyone. Side is 80, okay, wherever, okay, I'll take it. And turret armor is okay, relatively speaking, compared to this atrocity. But who needs front armor when you have this huge weak spot? Anyone can see this. You can't hide this anywhere. From any angle, you can. You are held down, let's say, like this. It's still big. It's still visible. So it's not as weak as this one, which doesn't make sense. This area is absolutely terrible, and traverse speed is low. Mobility is slow. Gun performance is not that good. Let's see what it's gonna be after 1.18. But this is just unbelievable. How any tank would have such a huge upper plate and such a weak upper plate. It's insane. Look at this, 30. Like artillery can pen you here. Like if they shoot you down from this angle. I don't remember how much penetration artillery has, but they can definitely pen you with AP shells and maybe some HEs right there. So this is terrible. From what I remember, this is the most hated tank I have played, at least in tier 8. So this is enough for 1.17, and now I'm gonna go back to this one, and I'm gonna go to new update 1.18 and compare it and check armor and see how it's improved and see if we see any significant difference. So see you in a little bit, and I will be back right now. in the new update 1.18. And here we are. This is update 1.18 already, and this tank was improved, and let's now check it out and see how it was improved. I already had few games. I had okay games. I bounced few from tier 6s, so I don't know, did it help? Let's find out. Gun, characteristics, everything is the same. So they increased hit points from 1350 to 1400, 50 extra hit points. And what else? Oh, that was it, yeah. And then they said armor was gonna go up. Okay, hull armor went from 90 to 110, so we got 20 extra millimeters. And we got turret armor. Wow, wait, 100 to 200? This was 100. That's actually good. That's why I bounced a few shots. Okay, this is really good. Okay, let's now actually check and see what effective armor looks like. Upper plate, so we had like this was 140, 150. Now it's 170, 180, so we have a pretty good improvement. If you are hull down, yeah, you can get up to 200, 207. This is good for tier 6s, some tier 7s, if they use standard rounds. Lower plate is probably the same. Side armor should be same. Yes, like at this angle 100, this is what it was. Turret armor, let's check. Okay, turret armor was like average 120. Now it's over 200, which is really good. Okay, now this improvement is really good. I like it. Actually, I approve this. What else? Well, that's it for this tank, I guess. And I already had few games, and I don't know, maybe I will show one game after this review. But meanwhile, let's go back to tier 8 and have a quick look and see what they did on this tank. Not much. They said they were gonna improve this gun, this one, 120mm gun, and that's it. And I'm gonna check to see, make sure armor is the same. Yeah, same stupid armor. Yeah, 131, 134, 250. Yeah, this is all the same. So they increased hit points from 1550 to 600, so extra 50 hit points. And let's check this gun characteristics. Penetration and damage is the same. So everything is the same. Dispersion was 0.35. I do not know what they changed. What was loading higher? I don't remember. So I'm just gonna go back and check. And maybe I'll put it up on the screen here. And that's it. So this is still gonna be one of the worst tanks in my experience. Traverse speed is still 26.08, and yeah, this tank needs a little bit more mobility, like maybe few miles of speed or kilometers, whatever it is. What's mobility looks like? Top speed 40 and 15, maybe make it 45 and 18, and then traverse speed needs to go up a little bit, maybe 28 at least, 28, 29. And this armor, this upper plate needs to be improved a little bit. Maybe give it like 20 millimeters more, like tier 7, and then it would be a good tank. Not overpowered, but it would be a decent tank that you can actually play and enjoy. For now, I think it's gonna be some garbage, but I'm gonna get this soon and see if I can get any good games. For now, maybe I will throw a gameplay for this tank and review it. So see you in a little bit in a gameplay. Okay, and we are in AMX M445 update 1.18, and let's see what this can do now. Highway map standard battle. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because it's slow and annoying to get all the way up here. And in this battle actually I blocked some damage, so this will be a good showcase of the new and improved armor. And in the beginning of the battle there were a lot of tanks here already. I don't know how they get here that fast. And there is this guy. Take a shot. I angle it and he takes out my tracks, but I block the damage. And this guy just driving around. I don't know what this guy is doing. I don't know why. He's probably new. Don't do that in light tank. Don't just run around in a city around heavies. That's not your job. And then this guy is crossing. I don't know what they are doing. This was a weird game. We get our first kill. And now I'm just trying to not get flanked and get hit by multiple tanks. And I managed to block it again. And now I was concerned that T-29 could just poke here on the right side. I don't want to get hit from T-29. And I'm just waiting for my team to come up and actually support me because they are very down there. They are stuck here, or I don't know what's happening. I'm just waiting to see that T-29 comes out. He did not, and this was a very bad shot, and I blocked again. So this is a new effect of tracks coming down all the way. Now I take the tree down to provide me a little bit coverage, even though it's not that important in cities. Okay, and that guy came out and he took a shot, and now I want to put another shot. He did not back up enough. And now we are winning 7-3, and at this angle he actually penetrated me. Yeah, that was a weird penetration, but this tank has a really good penetration, 212, so I guess, you know, it was enough. And then I decided to push because it was pretty safe. We were winning. They were outnumbered, and somehow that was a bounce. That was just RNG flow. And then I push in to actually get some damage on these tanks. He took one. I don't know what they were doing. These are not very good players, especially T-29. He was focusing on E25, and then I wanted to track him, and it was not a damage, only tracking shot. And trying to avoid getting hit, but I got And I do not have enough gun depression here. So this tank has a weird gun depression. On the side it doesn't have a gun depression. So you have to face your enemies up front. And there was one AMX, one more AMX, so one shot. I just went for the kill, and I used these tanks as a cover, so I only exposed my turret. And he missed, and I'm just pushing towards the base now because it's a win, obviously. I'm over 2k damage and 3 kills, so I want to, at this point, it's just trying to do as much damage as you can. Get to the enemies quick. And I needed 4 kills for the daily mission, so I wanted to get another kill. And I have hit points to receive some shots, so I just drive forward. I'm not gonna start sniping now. And again, I was not damaged. That did not penetrate me somehow. So when you are in tier 7 and 6s, I guess your armor could work. So we got some more damage, we got some more assistance, and before I aimed, that guy was knocked out. But I have 1600 assistance already, 2500 damage, so that's over 4k combined. And 4 kills. And E25 is left, and I thought we would be there right in front of me, but he was right in the middle. And yeah, that was not a hit. I could not see most of his tank, so he got away. And everyone thinks like, oh, it's E25, he would just run away, we would never be able to find him. So just cap, but I just wanted to still try and see if he was hiding somewhere. I have a lot of hit points, so I'm not afraid of getting killed, and boom, he goes down. Overall, it was a very good game. Very fast, 2700 damage, 1600 assistance, blocked almost 1000 damage, so I guess it was not that bad. And I'm gonna show results too. And after this, there is another game I want to show. It was also a pretty good game. So let's jump into next battle. And then you comment down below, let me know which one was better. And here we are on Erlenberg in tier 7 and 6 again, and in this case we are defending. It's an assault mode. So in heavy tanks I usually go in the middle here, but this one is not exactly a heavy tank, but I'm a top tier, so I go in and then I realize no one else is coming. We are only 2 tanks, so I just stop, because if enemy pushes here, it's difficult to defend when you don't have enough tanks. There are not that many cover, that much cover, not that many places to go, and I just wait here and see what happens. And I wait to see if left side heel will get spotted. So I can provide some support. And the right side is also pretty open, because no one is there, so they could just push over here. This guy already took a damage, which means they are close. They are close already, and that guy drowned. Wow, that's great. And that guy took some huge shots, so he's already getting killed. And now I realize those Cromwells are outside, and they are pushing on the right side here, and we don't have anyone, so I don't want to get flanked by them. So in this case, I think I should probably go back and stop them before they get to our artilleries and all of that. So this side is completely lost. We have 3 Cromwells pushing, and they are really good tanks, fast tanks, good guns, fast shooting. So I don't want them to get to our base and our artilleries. And I just want to stop them. And there is another AMX who's also pushing here from outside. So I'm just trying to not get flanked. And do as much damage as I can to this Cromwell, so they don't just flank me, run around me. And now artillery puts a really good shot into that guy, and he's down to being one shot. The other one lost a lot of HP too. And now this guy was just driving here out in the open. Thankfully I spotted him, and now see, I bounced front shot, which is good. This is also a good battle to showcase a little bit of armor improvements. Another shot, and I just leave him alone. I did not want to get hit from that guy, so I'm like, someone's gonna kill him. And someone did kill him. And that Cromwell was also killed. I tracked him, and now I want to get rid of this guy because he's a one shot. Just auto aim, and they are done. And this was very good because we reduced numbers on this side, so they can't just rush in and outnumber us. So I saw his turret was turning sideways, and that was the easier shot. And now I'm still not sure who else could be on this side, and right there I find another one. And I'm also trying to not get hit by Dickermax on the other side, so trying to keep these houses between me and him. And that LKV-90B is killed. Okay, Dickermax is also killed. And now only artilleries have not been spotted, so I know there is no one else on this side. That was a nice shot. And now I can push forward. So this was mainly a very good defensive game. And that's what we had to do. We are defending, they have to attack and cap. And they had a lot of tanks coming on this side, and I moved back on time to stop those Cromwells and AMX and all of those tanks. And now it's 9-8, we were winning. A lot of our tanks died, and I don't want to push this guy out. so I'm just waiting. They killed him. And I want to find a TD that was spotted over there. And he's exposed. I have a little bit of shot and he's killed. So we already have 2400 damage, 2400 assistance for just holding that position, keeping those Cromwell's lead, spotting the TD. And now I'm just going straight for artillers because this game is already a win. There is no threat to our base. And I just want to... the Churchill will go down soon, probably because our team is pushing. Skoda T40 is pushing on that side. So now I just want to find artillers before time runs out. We have over 2 minutes left. And the one artillery was actually here, I believe. Yeah. And we are at 4,000 combined. Over 4,000 combined. Which is again a pretty good result. I have not really blocked that much damage in this game, but we blocked the one from Cromwell frontally because I was getting hit by on my sides and rear mainly. So there was one shot at my front armor and it was blocked. It was a bounce. And I believe we never found this guy. I don't remember. I will speed up and see, because time is running out. And I had few good games in this tank. He's probably here somewhere, but we didn't make it because time ran out. This was again a pretty good game. 2600 damage, over 1400 assistance, 2 kills, very good defense, and we made some credits and some good experience. There is that. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know which game did you like more. Comment down below, and have a great weekend. Thanks and bye.